Virgo, I hope you're keeping well. So this is your collective love reading. It's going to run from the 24th of November up until the 14th of December. It's a collective reading, guys. It's not going to fit for all of you. If you're after something more specific, by all means contact me if you wish over on my Instagram page, The Vegan Medium, and we can have a little chat over there and see if it's something you wish to go ahead with. Okay, so what we've got is a slightly different spread for you today. We've got where the energy sits for the collective over this moment. So we've got the Five of Pentacles energy here. I was feeling a lack coming into the reading, a kind of down type energy, a lull, a feeling in the pit of the stomach. I did a massive cleanse before I come into the reading, burning of a lot of sage, and also I'm burning dragon's blood incense at the moment. The room has gone absolutely freezing, so spirit is coming in really strong, which is great. And also as well, what we're going to look into is what's gone down in the recent past between you and your party or person of interest, why everything's happening at the moment between both of you, what's going through their thoughts and feelings towards you, what's going on within their environment that's preventing them from coming forward that apparently you're not aware of, what's their anxieties or fears towards you, and over the next 6 weeks or in the near future, what you'll experience with them. Okay, so the reason everything's going down between the both of you at the moment is because of this Six of Swords energy. There's a wanting to make progress here. Typically, this is seen as Aquarius energy, but I'm just putting it out there at the moment. There's a strong Libra vibe coming into this reading. I've been picking it up from the beginning, and it's as if my mind is being constantly distracted with it's as if there's an energy there, like a Libra energy there that I'm getting, but they're withdrawn. They've got you occupied within the mind, or it may be that you've got strong Libra within your chart, and this is just the approach you have at the moment. But the Libra vibe that I'm getting, it's as if this party is consuming the other party's mind, but they're consuming it because they're not giving them answers. There's a holding back. It's kind of keeping you dangling, or the other party dangling, whoever it is that is in that energy at the moment. There's a wanting to make progress, but I feel that's towards just gaining answers. That isn't, I feel that's just towards gaining clarity. Okay, so let's see what we've got here with this Five of Pentacles that's up at the top. Can be seen as lack, can be seen as not wanting to put yourself in a position of poverty again. It may have been that things have been a struggle for you before, and you're not able to change that frame of reference, that mindset that you're in. It doesn't have to be about the assets though. It can also be about feeling depressed, just having that lull within your stomach of feeling you can't make progression at the moment. It's typically seen as Taurus energy, doesn't have to be, but let's see what else we can get, because this is where spirit is seeing the collective, the Virgo collective, as of this moment. So what can you give me please, spirit, on this lack energy, King of Swords? There's a inability to be able to take action here. I feel there's doubt. Something isn't quite going to go to plan. What else can you give me on that Five of Swords, please, spirit? Page of Wands. And there's something that you feel ambitious about, but there's doubt there. There's a lacking of confidence because of something that's happened in the past. Maybe there's somebody from the past that is holding you back. If it's not a person as such, it's an energy, it's an experience that you've had that's hindering that forward movement. You know the direction you want to go in, but it's as if you can't implement that change at this time. I do feel there's a strong Aquarius vibe coming into this reading. Alternatively, for others of you, I feel there's been a holding back by somebody before, and you know the direction you want to go in now, and you're determined. It is a Queen that's on that card, even though it is a King of Swords, and she's holding a needle there. She's holding a needle in her hand on this side of the card. It's as if she's ready there, precision. She's in the position yet where she's going to take action. But she's ready to be taking action. She knows the direction that she wants to go in, and she's gaining mental clarity now. She's determined. She feels passionate about something. She's spent time. Remember, it doesn't have to be a she. It's just the type of energy that they're in. But she knows the direction she wants to go in now. She sees the truth in things. Now, this may be because I see this as being in the past. The needle that's there, she's gained clarity of something that's been in the past. And she's coming to some type of resolve. And that Page of Wands energy, that may be somebody that she's been involved with. Can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Can be seen as somebody that likes to use their wands, shall we just say. Doesn't have to be male, can be male or female, who's just got a passionate vibe but isn't around for the long term. Kind of dips in and out. But there's clarity gained here now, or there's a knowing. There's a knowing within this King of Swords energy here. A direction she wants to go in. It's a case of moving the needle from one hand to the other, and then she'll be able to implement that change. Then she'll know the direction that she wants to go in. But I feel at the moment, with the needle being on this side of the card, it's as if she's gained the clarity, but she's looking back at the past, or she's just not quite ready. She's on the cusp, but just not quite ready to make that change yet. But it's happening at mind level. At thoughts level, just not at action stage as of yet. Okay, so let me zoom you back out, guys. What we've got here going down in the recent past, we've got the Six of Cups here, typically seen as mine's gone blank here, typically seen as Scorpio energy. So what can you give me, please, Spirit, that's gone down in the recent past? Knight of Swords energy. I feel there's two people that come together, maybe as soul partners, or one of them has seen the other one as a soul partner and they've acted impulsively. There's been a strong connection and they've gone straight in there with their feelings, straight from the get-go. Yep, and Two of Cups. They've wanted to bring the union together straight away from quite early stages, I feel. This wouldn't surprise me if it was a twin flame energy. I know the cards aren't saying that as of this moment, but it's just the assertiveness that I'm getting from the beginning. And I'm seeing this Six of Cups energy. Yeah, you can see it as things that have happened in the past, but the place that it's in within the recent past, I don't feel a card needs to identify as what's gone down in the past. I feel it's identifying as soul partners. Or there's a strong spiritual connection here, as if they've been divinely guided. And there's been an act of impulsivity of bringing two people together. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Two of Cups? Ten of Wands. Let's have a look here. If we can, I'll show you here with this two of Cups energy. You can see the two ladies with the stems there, and they've intertwined the stems as if to represent a close connection, then both coming together. Strong bond, strong emotions, and I think it's been felt really strongly from the beginning. That's why this energy is coming swiftly. And one of the parties, yep, they felt it, but they've backed out. They've not wanted to get involved in that there, because there's responsibilities that may have come with the connection. There may have been a blockage of prevention. Maybe one of the parties had a family and they didn't want to have to deal with all the drama that would go with it, but they knew it was there. You can see the lady here And I feel this is the party that have backed out. You identify with which energy if need be, and she's grabbing hold of that stem there. Even if the females that are on the cards, it doesn't matter. It just means it's identifying with the female energy within us, because we all have male and female energy. But she's got hold of that stem there, like the two ladies have within the cards. It's as if that lady's identifying with the connection coming together, but she's overwhelmed there. She's holding on to the connection. She's not letting it go, but she's overwhelmed with the responsibilities that will come with it. It's as if these feelings have come together really unexpectedly. It just wasn't meant to happen in this way. Quite similar to a way in which a twin flame connection would happen. Just absolutely bizarre. So it might be worthwhile, something that some of you may want to look into, the twin flame connection. So what can you give me, please, Spirit, of where Virgo, I've just heard Venus again, so some of you need to check out your Venus sign as well, because there'll be something in that reading for you that you'll also be able to gain. I'm being blocked here now. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Six of Swords that's moving forward? There's an Aquarius again that's in the mix. There's that twin flame card. Four of Wands. The divine connection, divinely guided. And heavy in their emotions with that moon energy. The emotions are starting to come through now. It's as if it's gone from stuff being at thought level, action level, I'm just hearing matter of fact, very routine like. And this connection has come and taken you by surprise. It really has, taken you by surprise. And it's moved you forward. I feel within your whole life. It's clicked you out of this military style routine that you had. That Four of Wands, to me, that's as if you've been moved on to another stage within your life. It's like it may not be a celebration as such, but it's as if you've been nudged forward. I know it's not a card as in a major arcana card where the universe gets involved, but I feel like coming into connection, interacting with whoever this party is, it's nudged you forward. It's brought you something extra. It's likely that you may have had to keep it a secret, but this is what's going on between the both of you at the moment. There's either been a holding back of feelings between both of you, or there's been some deep, heavy emotions that are going on here, processing of emotions. I'm not sensing it's you though, Virgo. I'm sensing maybe it's your party. I'm getting a strong Pisces vibe as well coming into the reading, so it may be that they're an Aquarius Pisces cusper. It's as if whoever the party was, I feel it wasn't you, Virgo, that didn't want the responsibility within the past. There's a lot of hesitancy here. There's a massive amount of hesitancy with this party. My nose is itching something terrible, so I'm getting massive downloads through. They're now wanting to make progress. It's very subtle, very slight progress, but it's progress. And they're still watching. They're still observing, but from the background. It may even be, Virgo, that you're not involved with this party anymore. If it is that they triggered you to move forward, if this connection was a twin flame connection and you're at the stage where you're separated. But I feel now there's a wanting to bring that connection back again. They feel more stable and more comfortable at recognizing what this connection was and is actually about. It's triggered some inner work for them here with this moon energy. And I feel that's why they've held you at bay, because with that 10 of Wands that's been in the past, I feel there may have been dependence or responsibilities that you could possibly have had that may have come with you, then they may have not at that time been ready to deal with. And there's been emotional triggers for them as well, and they've just not wanted to go there. I am getting a strong Pisces vibe coming into the reading, and the next card to come out of the deck is the Nine of Swords. That's in reverse. There's a wanting to let go of stress here. There's a letting go. I feel that's coming out of the dark night of the soul. That's coming out of the illusion now. That's letting it go and seeing the situation for what it actually is. And I feel that's them. That's their energy. And Spirit's taking me back up now to the present energy that you're in. The lack energy that's up at the top. There was an avoidance vibe coming into the reading. And I'm wondering now whether the Libra energy that I've been picking up is this card here, the Libra card. And that's you holding back. That card is about meditation. It's about going into retreat. It's about avoidance. It's about needing time out to put things into place. Respite. And I feel that's where you're at the moment. You've been in a place of lack. You've not been getting your needs met with this, I'd say, military style lifestyle that you may have been living. Very regimented, very... Sorry guys, I've just knocked the camera there. But you know that if you put yourself in a position with this person again, it may just be that they're after getting their needs met, who knows, or it will trigger something within you, but it won't be there for the long term. Their thoughts towards you at the moment then, moving forward, further or more Sagittarius energy that we've got here. With this Temperance card, I'm also getting a strong Capricorn vibe as well, so it may be that you are involved with a Capricorn or Capricorn Aquarius cusper. Okay, so this Temperance energy that's here, a slow energy. This is a really slow energy, but a clear energy and a knowing energy. If you can see here, or I'll zoom you in, there's a glow around the person's head. That's the insight, that's the knowing, that's the realization, the clarity, the downloads from Spirit of how things actually are, the connecting with the higher realms and opening up to Spirit. And what's going through your party's thoughts, I feel that there's something that they're heavily involved with, a passion that they're very determined with at the moment. And they know how they feel about you, and it's quite overwhelming for them. And it's taken them a lot of time to get where they are. I feel there's been a resistance there, but they're willing to wait. They're willing to wait for you, and this is what's going through their thoughts. They'll hold out and they'll wait, and they're going to be patient because they're wanting to get this right, because they feel whatever there is between both of you, it's got more value than what it has if it was a kind of dipping in, dipping out energy. And I don't feel they want to mess this up. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Temperance energy? Queen of Cups. And the next card to come out as well, Three of Cups. I feel they're happy now, or I think that what's going through their mind is that they're at a place of comfort. they've come to a realization. If you can see here, she's sat very content, very happy. With the place that she's at. She's not too overwhelmed with her emotions, but the Queen of Cups can be heavily emotional anyway, even at the best of times. But she's content there, she's happy, she knows how she feels. There's a look in to try and find an opportunity to bring us together with that Three of Cups. Are looking for an opportunity maybe to try and get your attention via friends, or to try and find where you're going to be within a social setting, and hopefully you'll be there. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Queen of Cups and Three of Cups energy? The Emperor card, Aries energy, doesn't have to be. There's a knowing now, that's that knowing, and I feel that's the ambition that they've got running parallel with their feelings towards you. There is something bigger than their need for you at the moment, that I feel that they're trying to accomplish. Possibly try and get to the top of their game within maybe a profession. I feel there's something as well that they want to come to you with, that they're wanting to present to you when they come to you. There's a lot of pride on the line here, I feel. And the card at the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to take it, is the King of Wands energy, Cancer Leo energy. And if that opportunity is there, they then know they'll be able to passionately pursue you. But there's a need to be in complete control of a situation. And this is what's going through their thoughts. It's a very strict type of mindset, but running underneath this passionate energy, which I feel they're willing to put out there, and this Emperor energy, which they're willing to put out there, is all of this emotion which they're just not quite ready to disclose as of yet. So what's going through their feelings then? More Sag energy down here with this 10 of Wands. There's a wanting to drop here, drop of something that's been exhausting. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this 10 of Wands energy of what's going through Virgo's party's feelings towards him at the moment? Two of Pentacles. There's something they've invested into and it's just too much either. More Capricorn energy and Queen of Pentacles. That can be seen as Capricorn energy as well. If this isn't three parties that are in the mix, and your person who is willing to hold out for you is waiting for another party, possibly a Capricorn, to be dropped, then I feel... Okay, let me try and get hold of the reading here. This 10 of Wands Sagittarius energy doesn't have to be with the feelings. This is they know they're going to have to part now with... I feel this blockage. It's becoming a mither to them. They know they're going to have to be honest. And they're going to have to invest. They're going to have to tell this Queen of Pentacles how it is that they're actually feeling. They're investing, I feel, into something that is bigger than you at the moment. You may not be the Queen of Pentacles sign-wise, but it is an earth energy. So it can be seen as you, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. I feel they give off the impression that they are just passionate about you and they can't sustain it anymore. There's this circulating, ruminating energy that's underneath of their emotions that they're wanting to disclose, and they're trying to balance it. They're trying to balance it out, trying to make it seem like it's all just one way when it isn't. There's something more grounded here, something more balanced, something more long term that I feel that they want with you. But there's such a big barrier, such a big boundary that's in the place, which may even be their ego, that there's not been a wanting to part with these emotions. And they've reached their peak now. They can't hold it for much longer with this Ten of Wands energy. There's a needing to let go of. It's as if they've taken too much on, or if it is that they've gone through a dark night of a soul, they've popped out the other end, and there's massive overwhelm here. And it's going to get to a point and they need to share these emotions. They can't manage them on their own. And what they're feeling, they know, I think, they'll only be able to share with you, because nobody else is going to get it. They've never met anybody else that is vibrating on the same spiritual level that you both have been. I feel you've told them, you've been clear with them that this is what the relationship's about, and there's been a massive avoidance for them. This may be that avoidance, that Ten of Wands. They can't avoid their feelings anymore, and it's now about balancing it out. And this Queen of Pentacles energy is he or she said. Remember, it's not gender specific. This is what this was about. And she was right. She come from a place of being grounded. She come from a place of knowing. A place of fairness and honesty. And what she told me was right. So this Four of Swords energy that's here, okay, this is what's going on within their environment as of this moment that apparently, Virgo, we're not aware of. Someone's exhausted here. I feel there's a repetition of something going round and it's just not getting anywhere. What can you give me on this Four of Swords, please, Spirit? Remember, this is what's going on within their environment that apparently we're not aware of. Wow, did you hear those cards shoot out then? Yeah, and there we have it. Five of Cups. Cancerian energy, Scorpio energy, doesn't have to be. That's the processing of the disappointment, the processing of trying to let go of something. This may be of how things have been in the past, and they're trying to work a way. They're trying to work a way of how to get around it. This may be that there is no forward movement now, and that might be why they don't want to approach something. And at the bottom of the deck, there we have it, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something's going round in circles. There's no forward movement here. There's no progression. They're digging their heels in with something. Something's repetitive. There's an unwillingness to want to take action. And I feel this is to do with anxiety. This is to do with them being in a territory that they're not familiar with. They aren't familiar with their outcome. This is somebody as well who I feel has operated in a very logical and strategic way of being, and it's taken them by surprise when they've come into contact with you. It's really thrown them, and they've now started to acknowledge and really feel those emotions that are going on within them. And that's the resistance there with the Wheel of Fortune, the doubt of where they're going to end up. But at some point that wheel's going to turn and they're going to be catapulted forward anyway. Yeah, and there we have it. Emperor in reverse. That's the insecurity. They're in the upright, up there, how they want to be seen. But what's going on behind the scenes is that Emperor energy that's in reverse, the doubt, the insecurity, I'm hearing surrendering. I'm hearing it's the anxiety of the unknown, the not knowing of the outcome, the doubt that the actions that they'll take, they don't know if they'll be okay, even though they will. Because the Four of Pentacles. So they're not parting with anything. They're holding on, grasping to whatever it is that they've got. And I feel that's where that resistance is coming in. That Wheel of Fortune, of digging the heels in, that's in reverse. This may not be just towards you. This may be to whoever it is that they're involved with at the moment. But I feel there's somebody who's involved with them that's wanting to move forward, and they're digging their heels in. I don't feel there's a as much of an emotional connection there with them. But from the outside, they appear as the ideal couple. Or they get from them from each other, practically what they need. But on this emotional level, they're not getting from them what they need. And it causes them to retreat. It causes them to withdraw, to go back. And this as well may be the digging of the heels. Okay, so what we've got over here, Spirit's telling me to change deck as well, is this Pisces energy. This is what's going through their fears at the moment. This is all the things they're needing to consider. This is the overwhelm, the not knowing what I'm going to do. Where am I going to end up? What am I going to sabotage here? Sabotage as being a key word. Yeah, this can be about options that are available. Variety can be about having your head in the clouds and being in a fantasy-like type state, and that's okay. But I'm feeling there's something hidden here for them. And because they don't know that, because they don't know what that is, that's upsetting them. That's upsetting the apple cart. But there's also a vibe as well of them wanting to keep themselves in this fantasy way of being, this, as if it's a distraction. But this is what's going through their anxieties. What can you give me, please, Spirit? It's the unknown. What can you give me, please, Spirit, of what's going through Virgo's party's anxieties as of this moment with the Seven of Cups energy? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I feel there's been an overconsumption, possibly of spending, of how they want to appear to the outside world. And it's getting to them now, because if they was to get into a relationship with you, you'll then find out that everything they've been projecting to the outside of how they are, possibly materialistically, isn't like that. This Knight of Pentacles, yep, it can be seen as somebody that's got everything, the stable career, the assets, everything that goes with it, the emotions. They've really heavily invested themselves into the Pentacles type of energy for the long term. They just haven't got the love life. But I feel with it being in reverse, there's been a kind of head in the clouds here, an illusion of how they've put themselves across. And this is a fear, and this is the resistance I'm feeling, because there's a wanting to tell you how they're feeling, but they can't, because then you'll realise that what they've been putting out there, maybe over social media, isn't how it actually is. And that may be, sorry, got my words mixed up then, that may be why they're trying so hard to be in this Emperor energy, to try and gain control over whatever it is, their career, because they need to build themselves up financially, they feel, to validate this standard of living that they're projecting. Let's see what else we can get on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and there we have it. Four of Cups in reverse. Active involvement. I feel this may be someone putting themselves across how they're in these false emotions, possibly on social media. They're trying to give off this impression here, I feel, that they are living this really high standard of living, and this is where the anxiety is running underneath, because I just don't think it's running in alignment with how it really is. And that's why they're holding you at bay. It's as if they're trying to reel you in or set up this, what can I call it? Agenda maybe of how they actually are. But they're going to keep you at arm's length to establish themselves to what they feel is the level they need to be at. You may not want them to be at that level, that material standard, or have a particular status, but it's important to them. That may not be what you're asking of them, but it's important to them. But I feel they're in some ways in competition with you, or they feel the need to woo you as such. And at the bottom of the deck, oh, there we have it, Ace of Swords. That's a validation, I feel, of everything that's just been said, that I've said. And also as well, that's the initiative, the eagerness, the wanting to set a foundation, I feel, with this opportunity that they've now got. There's been a shift, I feel, of how they feel towards you, just to kind of tie it all up. They now want to come back and deliver something to you. I feel there's something that you have, maybe a standard of living, that they didn't quite level up with, which they felt they needed to. That's likely or unlikely something you was asking of them, but they felt they needed to bring a similar, if not better, standard of living with them. They're trying to give off this illusion, I feel, maybe over social media, maybe through friends, or if it is that you see them every now and then, possibly with assets, of how they're doing well, but behind the scenes it's not actually like that. They're struggling to maintain this fantasy-like way of living, what they're projecting to the outside. But the reason they're willing to keep you at bay is because they've got to bring whatever it is that they're maybe generating money from, a business, a career, whatever it is, they're waiting for that to come into alignment with the status of living they're trying to project. And then they can approach you. That's what I feel it is. They're creating a foundation here, but still keeping you at arm's length. So this Ace of Swords here, position this is in within the deck, this is what you'll experience with them over the next, I'd say, 6 weeks, or in the possible near future. Let's just say 6 weeks, give or take. So what can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Ace of Swords energy? I think something will be made clear to you. You'll come to a realisation. And now we have the Eight of Pentacles, that's in reverse. I feel there'll be a realisation that everything's not as what it is. There's going to be a hiccup here somewhere. I feel possibly something's going to be disclosed. Again, on social media or through friends. That stuff is not going in the forward direction, I feel, that they were giving off. And that's why the offering's not coming in as of yet. There'll be a knowing. I feel there'll be a validation from somewhere with this Ace of Swords, a planting of a seed, but it won't be anything significant from them yet. But they're still there hovering, letting you know that they're interested, but there'll be no forward movement, because there's no forward movement, I feel, within their assets, within their finances, within their status at the moment. And they can't offer that cup because everything is, I'm just hearing false pretenses. Yep, and at the bottom of the deck we've now got the Temperance card, that's in reverse. Something that they've been working on, that's going through their thoughts, which they had in the upright before, isn't how it's being made out to be. There's a lot of illusion here. There's a lot of needing to project themselves in a particular light. I feel there's wanting to revisit a relationship with you. There's a realisation that your party now feels more for you. They may have done in the first place, but there was mega avoidance there. Possible twin flame connection. There's a lot of spiritual cards within here as well, but they can't assert themselves at the moment because they're trying to, as I've said, I've gone over it and over it. When I'm channeling and I constantly go over something, there's a reason for me needing to continue to make you aware of that. As if it's not true what they're putting out there. It isn't true. It's not got, I can never say this word, I was going to say longevity, yeah, that. There's nothing long term to what they're putting out there at the moment. It's not all as happy as what it seems. And I do think it involves a Pisces, because the next card out of the deck is another Pisces card, and there's heavy Pisces involved within this reading. And that's why they can't pursue that happy ever after, because then you'll then come into what it is that's actually going on behind closed doors. Okay, I hope this has been of help, Virgo. It really has been something. I've got Virgo within my chart, and it's not been an easy one. So yeah, sending massive hugs your way. Look forward to catching up around about the 14th. And yeah, over and out. Bye.